Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Spiritual Seeker bringing you guys another pick a card reading. It's been a while, it's been a minute. I stopped doing readings for quite a few months because of my pregnancy and I gave birth and everything like that. So all is well there, had a beautiful baby girl. So that's why I took some time off, but I'm ready to get back into the pick a card readings now. Today we're going to be delving into the topic of what are you good at, or what are your strengths, what are your talents. It's only going to be a quick short reading just to, ease myself back into it a little bit. It's not going to be a majorly long reading. But we've got three options here today. We've got pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3, and all the timestamps as always will be in the description box. And yeah, I hope you really hope you guys, I can't even speak now, what good is that? I hope you guys really enjoy the reading, so let's get right into it. Okay, so if you picked pile 1, what are your strengths or talents? So we have strength, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Rods. Okay, so I am aware as well that a lot of people told me off talking too fast, so I'm gonna, slow down the reading a little bit, just because I know some people were struggling to understand, especially with my accent and the fact that I was talking too quickly. So I'm seeing that what you're really good at is I'm being told that you're a hard worker. Okay, you could be an earth sign because we do have, two earth cards in here. So you could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in your sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, I'm being told that you're a hard worker. I keep hearing that you are very dedicated to your life's work. And you like to find the balance in everything that you do. I feel like you're very grounded. You're very in reality. A lot of people spend their time up away in the fairylands, all right, dreaming and thinking about things. But no, you're a doer. You actually go out and get what you want. You work hard for the things that you have in the physical world. You like to manifest things into the physical world, whether you do this subconsciously or consciously. That's down to you. But I'm just seeing, we've got the Ten of Rods here, also the Ten of Wands. So you're someone who carries a heavy burden a lot of the time. You see how he's, just weighed down, and you might actually use that pain or like past experiences to channel it into things that are productive in the material world. You might associate or work heavily on your root chakra, because the root chakra, also the lowest vibrational chakra, that's not a negative thing. But that deals with the material world, the physical 3D reality. I'm seeing you working hard. You're not someone who's just going to think and dream all day and have these grand ideas but never act upon them. No, you see this guy here, the Three of Pentacles, he's just grafting away. There's a lot of male energy in the cards. A lot of male energy. You might not be a male or you might be a female, but that doesn't really matter. But there's a lot of masculine dominant energy, working from the root chakra, earth energy, grounded, diplomatic, practical, logical energy. These are your talents, these are your strengths. And you're quite good at balancing that out with the Two of Pentacles, because two is all about balance and harmony, and you have like a nice working harmony. You might have always worked all your life, or you might even be overworked to the point where you do get burdened. And you might get burdened by other people as well, because you like to help people so much, but then you end up carrying all these rods on your back. It's the saying, you're making a rod for your own back, basically. But you do have this amazing strength. Now, you could be a Leo in your sun, moon, or rising, or have it somewhere in your chart, or you might just have a lot of Leo in your chart in general. But I am seeing that you have like an inner strength that you channel into your physical work, that you channel into your career, that you channel into your passions, even with the fire card, the Ten of Wands here. And I feel like you've done that all your life, because we've got, lots of age variation within the cards as well. We've got a young male here, we've got a young female, and then we've got the old male. And I'm seeing you go from the 2 to the 3. So, you're always looking to work your way up, because, the cards go from ace to the king and the queen. And I'm seeing that you always want to work your way up in the life, or work your way up in the material world, moving from the 2 into the 3, moving from the 3 into the 4, and you just pull on this strength that's divinely given to you, because you can see the infinity symbol there on the top of her head. This strength that's divinely given to you into the material world. I feel as well that you could be physically quite strong as well, so you can do all this manual labor. I'm feeling that you could work in a field that demands a lot of you physically. And sometimes you're like, oh, I don't even know how I do this. How do I carry all this weight? Whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, you know, sometimes you don't even realize how you do it. But people admire you for that. People admire you for your strength. People admire you for your hard work, your dedication. I feel like people would come to you with practical problems a lot of the time. Coming to you to ask you things, or with regards to career, with regards to money. You could be really good with finances as well. You could be really good at preserving and saving money and just having a general good work-life balance. But again, sometimes some of you might even feel overburdened, or you take on too much, or you take on other people's burdens because you have this strength and people look to rely on you. I'm just seeing it, you as a very strong, capable person physically, and also you draw on that mental strength to channel that and ground that energy that comes from the crown chakra into the root chakra, into the material world. So you do see its benefits, I'm feeling, for a lot of you. You don't just say you're going to do something and then don't do it. No, you say you're going to do something and then you work hard at it. You're a grafter. I'm seeing as well. So yeah, you come a lot from the root chakra, to be honest. That's what I'm seeing now. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, your strength is your hard work, your determination, your strength, whether that be physical, emotional. I am just seeing I'm just focused on this Three of Pentacles, working really hard. So I feel like you could work in a very physically demanding job, builder, you could work on like scaffolding, I'm seeing for some of you. You could even be a carer, because being a carer is quite physically and emotionally demanding. When you're having to, help elderly patients in and out of bed, in and out of the bath, in and out of the shower, things like that. That can be quite physically demanding. But yeah, I feel like you're quite balanced when you come to this, between your intellect and your emotions. You're quite a balanced person. Just with the Two of Coins balanced equally there. I'm also seeing Libra as well, because the balancing of the scales could be Libra, so you could have some Libra in your chart, in your sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, I'm just seeing that you're quite very grounded and down to earth. That is what you're good at. You're good at being grounded. You're good at being practical. You're good at living in the real world. You've kind of like mastered this 3D world. You're like, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna get on with it. Even if it's hard, even if it's tough. I'm just going to get on with what I'm doing and carry on. I feel like you're very dedicated to your life's work, whether you do that consciously or not. So yeah, that is what you're good at if you picked pile 1. Again, this is only a very short readings, but I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so if you picked pile 2, what are your strengths or talents? So we have the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Rods, and the Empress. Ooh. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of feminine energy in this reading, with the Empress there and the Star, and also the feminine energy that's coming from the Ten of Pentacles, the happy, abundant family home life. The Empress, you're intuitive. I feel like you're very in touch with the spirit world. You could be a psychic or a spiritual worker, a healer, or some kind of light worker, because I'm seeing that it's your overall energy and your overall beauty and your soul essence that's extremely attractive, and that is extremely magnetic to people. That is what your strength and talent is. I'm almost getting like an angelic energy from this spread, particularly with the Star and the Empress, because it's feminine, it's angelic. You're intuitive. You're a strong, independent woman, or man. If you're a male watching this reading, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the whole gender thing, but I'm just seeing that the strong feminine energy here. Being independent, being intuitive, being creative, being the woman of the household. I know that's quite traditional and old-fashioned to say that, but you could be the stay-at-home mum, who cooks dinner and like cleans all the house. Now I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I'm a stay-at-home mum myself. Now I've got my daughter. That's definitely not a bad thing, but I'm just seeing that a very happy home life with the Ten of Pentacles, abundance, happiness, all the family coming together. You have this energy that's very motherly, very intuitive, and you're one of those people that can go into a room and sense if the energy is off, because I'm seeing with the Five of Wands or the Five of Rods that you're very good at dispersing arguments, or if there's tension in a room, you can light up the room, be light-hearted, because you can see how all these, males are fighting here, male, egotistic, narcissistic energy. I feel like you can transmute that energy and, make the home life or make a room a very peaceful, abundant, and happy place. I'm just seeing that you can transmute negative energy into positive energy. You're very good at manifesting with the star card as well. Literally, you can make dreams come true. And I feel like you're a very good healer for other people or a source of inspiration. How did you get this happy home life, abundant home life where you're married, you've got the typically married, got 2 kids, you're well off, things like that. You know how it is, in the traditional sense of the traditional family home life. I feel like people aspire to that and they're like, how are you so happy and abundant and, you're so peaceful. I feel like your whole aura is your talent, your whole aura is your gift because you just exude this essence that people are drawn to that. People are drawn to your energy. Look at this Empress there. She's sat there on a throne. She knows what she wants and how to get it, with the star card and manifesting. And she ultimately creates a very happy life for herself in the physical world because this is a card that is about the physical world. It's the pentacles, it's the earth energy. You manifest it onto earth in the 3D physical world. You draw upon the 5D of what you want and desire and you bring it down into the 3D and you're very good at that. And I feel like when it comes to people arguing, you're very good at settling arguments. You're very good at settling other people's egos, And also feel like you could see through other people's egos when people are giving you that egotistical bullshit, yeah? You can just see straight through it. Like, I know what this is. This is like a testosterone fueled tennis match and I'm not putting up with this passionate, fiery energy. I feel like you could be a water sign, to be honest. I feel like you could be water, Pisces, Cancer. What's the other one? Pisces, Cancer. It's just completely gone off the top of my head. Scorpio, there we are. Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio in your sun, moon or rising. Now you could also be an Aquarius with a star card here as well. I can't remember too much who the Empress dominates over in traditional tarot. But yeah, I'm just seeing that you could be a water sign or an Aquarius. I'm seeing the earth energy is what you bring down to earth. I'm definitely seeing an angelic energy or what's the word for it? I'm struggling to put it into words. Like your aura, like a light worker aura is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing green healing energy as well. And I'm just seeing that you're very good at dispersing arguments, so you might actually work in a career. You could be a counsellor. You're very good at talking to people. I'm also hearing that you give people hope as well, is what I'm getting with the star card. You're like a beacon of light to people. You provide hope. Especially I'm seeing that with the singing birds too on the card. Water is healing as well. I'm seeing that heavily. So I'm just seeing that you're a very calm person with all the blues and greens on here as well. You're very calm, you're very collected. Even the amount of blue that's on here as well behind the Empress, you're very intuitive, you're very motherly. And yeah, I'm just seeing that... Hold on a second. Yeah, it's your whole aura that is, magnetic. You're very good at giving people pep talks. You're the kind of person that someone would come to at 3 a.m. if they had a problem and your door would always be open. You're very good at that. You're very good at giving advice and you're very good at manifesting what you want into reality and you're very good at making peace in a room. You're a peacemaker, is what I'm being told. So yeah, people come to you for that healing, peaceful energy. And, people rely on that when they're feeling down in the dumps or when they're feeling like, the fire's getting too much, it's getting too heated, a discussion's getting too heated. You can come into a room and transmute that energy into something positive, into something abundant. So yeah, that is your talents and your gifts if you picked pile 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading and I will see you next time. Okay, so if you picked pile 3, what are your gifts or your talents? We have the Hierophant, the Sun, the Four of Rods, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of male traditional energy in this reading. I feel like you are very pragmatic, you are very loyal, you are very dependable, you're very good with money. You could be traditional as a person with the Hierophant here as well, or religious, or you could just have a good routine, a good established routine in your life. But I'm seeing a lot of earth energy and a lot of male dominated energy with the pentacles here as well, and the hierophant. So you could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or what's the other one? Capricorn in your sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, I'm saying that you're very down to earth, you're very dependable, you're very loyal. You're someone who's very grounded and practical in the 3D world, all right? You don't go off into la la land like other people do, away with the thoughts, away with their emotions. No, you're very grounded into physical reality. Again, you could be a very traditional person, and you could have, very high expectations, very high morals. You're always willing to do the hard work and graft. This is quite similar to the pile one reading. So if you're resonating with this, maybe go back and check the pile one card as well. But I'm also seeing that your gifts and talents are, you're just a very happy and optimistic person here with the sun. There is a childlike energy to you, and innocence. You might not even realize that you're doing it, but you exude this confidence and this, I'm good with my money and I work really hard, and I'm happy and I'm optimistic, and you might even not realize you're doing it, but you do exude this confidence, and it's quite innocent. It's not like an egotistical or an arrogant confidence I'm getting across. It's quite innocent, it's quite childlike. You might not even realize that you're doing it because you're just a happy and optimistic person. You might not be happy and optimistic all the time. We all have our days, we all have our moments. But I'm just seeing with the Four of Wands as well that you've built strong foundations for yourself in your life. You've worked hard to get where you want. You've stuck to routine, you've stuck to your values, you stick to your morals. You're that kind of person that always has someone's back. And when you say that you've got someone's back, you really do. You're very loyal and devoted to people. You're a very good friend. You're a very good partner. Again, you're good with money and your finances and being physical, being in the physical world. Some people get carried away, off in the spiritual world. But no, you're like, no, this is real life. This is, how we got to do things. This is my routine. This is how I get things done. With the Four of Wands as well, you can see it. It's the women putting up the celebrations and they're kind of standing under this like wreath, this like altar, and it's all about having good organization skills as well, and that foundation. It's all about celebrations as well, weddings, birthdays. So you could be really good at organizing weddings. You could be really good at organizing birthdays. You might actually do that for a living. You might actually be an event planner, is what I'm seeing as well. You might be very good at surprising people, because the Four of Wands is all about a pleasant surprise. So life might always hand you with pleasant surprises, whether it's you get lucky finding a parking spot, or you find a scratch card and you win like £20 on it or something. You might always find that you're generally quite lucky in life, and you're quite optimistic and hopeful in your outlook and in your mindset, is what I'm getting as well. Because again, the sun dominates masculine energy, so there's just a lot of masculine energy throughout these. To be fair, a lot of them have been quite masculine. The first one was the masculine reading as well, but the sun is the masculine, the moon is the feminine, and so yeah, you just have like a hard work sense about you. You work really hard. You stick to your word, is what I'm getting as well. If you say you're going to be there for someone, you're going to be there for someone. You're always going to have that person's back once you've said that you're going to have their back. You could be a very good, you're the fatherly figure, is what I'm getting to people. You're very good at organising things. You're very good at being in the physical world. You're very good at being practical, logical, dependable. That firm foundation. You are that firm foundation for people. If they're feeling a bit lost or they need to be grounded, you're very good at grounding people. And overall, you are just a happy, optimistic person. You always like to see the lighter side of life. You might not like to delve too deeply into, the hidden emotions or the subconscious side of life. You're quite happy just taking life for what it is, and things and situations for what they are. Because we've got the sun here. If it was the moon that was coming up, then yeah, you might enjoy the mysteries and the darker side of life. But I'm just seeing that there's a childlike essence about you. You might find that children are quite drawn to you as well. I'm also seeing that you might work in a career with finances or marketing is coming up as well. You might sit quite highly as well in your career, because we've got two thrones here, and then I'm also seeing the pillars here as well. So you might be in a very senior position, or like an executive, or like a chief, or you might work in accounting is what I'm getting as well. But I'm just seeing that, yeah, your strength and your talent is being dependable, being that King of Pentacles, you know, being the master of your craft. And people are drawn to you for that. People might rely on you for that firm foundation, for you organising things, getting things together. You know, you've got your shit together, or at least even if you don't feel like you have, it comes across like you have. So even if you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just like, you know, I'm just riding this horse like this child. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, but you know, you've done very well for yourself in your life, or at least you will if you're not quite there yet. But I'm just seeing that there's people just are drawn to that anyway, whether you think you've got your shit together or not. People still think that you have. You do come across that way, and yeah, you're very confident. And yeah, that's it. If you picked pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this short reading, and I hope to see you guys next time. If you liked my reading, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time I upload. Thanks, guys. Bye.